Speaking of insane comedians that have lost their minds, someone messaged me earlier this week. I wouldn't have thought to watch this, but someone messaged me and said, you're going to want to check out Andy Dick on the Adam Carolla show.
God, what happened to him?
Well, he's always been crazy. That's the weird thing is like, he's always been like this to an extent. It's just gotten worse. And it leads me to the question of what happened to our drug addicts, you know?
Yeah.
They used to just die and become legends, you know? Belushi, John Farley, John Candy, Mitch Hedberg, like Greg Giraldo. Our greatest drug addicts used to die. And then we could be like, oh man, what would he be doing today?
We're getting our answer here.
People like Andy Dick have had the misfortune of living. And this is the legacy they leave behind. So Andy Dick was on the Adam Carolla show, and this is right at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
More or less?
Yep.
So I think all we're really drinking in here is how he sounds now. Brace yourselves. This is a wild change. I haven't heard Andy Dick, I guess, in a few years.
It sounds like he sucked nitrous right before this.
This is crazy.
Speaking of a friend, we got our old friend Andy Dick in studio for a revealing one-on-one.
Revealing? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that part, I guess.
So much to get into with Andy Dick.
What did you write that with his neighborhood thing with the trick or treat? That was fucking funny.
Oh, thanks. No, I didn't. No, I had somebody. Mike
Lynch
writes the beginning of those.
Oh, I know him.
You know Mike Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm Andy Dick. This is how I talk now.
Sounds like he's got morning groggy voice permanently.
Yeah, it's like there's something stuck in his throat. It's weird. Well, maybe there is.
Yeah.
Uber.
Hold on, go back. This is Adam's first question out of the gate. So I think Adam can already tell something's up. I want to hear Adam's very first question to start the interview.
You know Mike Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Andy.
Yep.
You sober?
You're smoking pot.
You're smoking pot. Do you?
I wanted to ask.
Do I smoke pot?
I know you never did, but I'm wondering when is the time going to come? Because you're going to cave in, buddy.
With the weed?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he's struggling to talk.
It sounds like he's doing way more than weed.
It seems like Adam and Andy have been like friends on some level for many years. So I'm sure whenever Adam's booker said, "Do you want to have Andy Dick on this week?" Adam was like, "Yeah, sure," and then immediately was like, "Oh, this guy's fucked up." But I will say, first of all, that's not a guy who's just on weed. There's no way.
Nope.
But there are things where, like, with drug addiction, and I talked about this a lot with, like, Artie Lang, where it's like there is something with, even if you're not on drugs anymore or alcohol or whatever your vice is, even if you stop doing it, there is a certain point, like, if you've done it enough, it just, there's no recovery. There's no coming back to what you used to be.
Right.
And at first, like, the first half hour of this interview, I thought that's what this was with Andy Dick, where I was just like, oh, his voice sounds way different now, and he's a little out of it, but he's always been kind of out of it. But things really start to ramp up towards the end of this interview.
Wasn't he on film, like R-wording someone or something? Didn't something crazy happen to him? I
don't know if I want to throw that out there, but there was someone barged into his home on a live stream.
Oh, yeah, I was not right.
I don't want to accuse the man of some vile crime when I think he may have been the victim. But yeah, someone like burst into a live stream of theirs and like confronted, I don't know if it was Andy or the other guy or whatever, but yeah, there was something weird. Not what Craig does on Friday nights when he should be
he
should be talking to Richard Ojeda. Not Craig's solution to consoling people who are upset about the election.
I had to be a responsible parent.
Yeah, to kids that aren't his.
Never mind.
But you're saying indica makes you go to bed.
Yeah, allegedly. I do stevia because I don't do coke
He does
anymore. You know why, by the way? I don't do coke. They don't.
Isn't that what you put in coffee?
Yes, it is. He means sativa.
Make it. No, they really don't.
If they made good Coke, would you do it?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would.
Well, I
What do you
mean,
think, Adam?
Interesting. Andy Dick has a lav mic on his chest,
Okay.
almost like something else is being filmed during this.
Oh, they do mention a documentary.
Oh, good.
Maybe they're shooting that. I don't know.
That's probably what it is. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Medicinal.
If Dr. Drew was in studio, he'd probably
I
have
thought you were going to
something
say
to say.
Dr. Freud. Because he
Adam
used
is immediately like, this guy is fucked up.
This is gonna be a long day.
If Adam Drew was here, he might say, maybe you'd be doing coke right now, Andy. Yeah. So Adam is. This interview, by the way, lasts well over an hour, I think, if I remember correctly. And Adam is buckling in. He's like, boy, this is going to be a tough one.
Dr. Freud because he used it with his
All right, so if they made good straight cocaine now.
That's
all
why
got,
I don't do it. They don't make
it's got fentanyl in it.
Yeah. In fact, I died. Well, let's not get right.
You died?
We'll get into it.
Well, tell me.
This is your show.
Tell me, did you flatline?
They said I did, yeah.
No, don't worry about it. Why does he sound like Wilford Brimley now?
I did too much cocaine.
And diabetes.
So with diabetes, be the least of his worries.
Be a welcomed gift now.
Next, we have getting distracted, which is
So, to be fair, this was always kind of Andy Dick's vibe. He's I don't know why, like, podcasts or radio shows had him on, because he's actually, in my opinion, a horrible guest.
once in a while he'll like spout off something like insane that does kind of go everywhere.
Sure, I assume that's why Howard would have him on. Is like maybe he says something crazy that gets buzz, but like for a podcast listener, it's a tough one.
I think I threatened, and not only threatened, but stopped communicating with both of them until they talked. I had to do that,
You did. Okay. Don't get distracted.
Well, I'm looking
Focus.
Look, I love your little saying, all woke and no joke.
He's talking about coasters that are on the table.
But it's cool, isn't it? Yours?
Yeah.
Adam is like, I think Adam in that moment is like, I get that makes me sound like a fucking square, but it's not. Let's reel it in, Andy.
He just goes, "Are those yours?" He goes, "Yeah."
Adam, you got to give Carolla credit in this interview. He's a pro. Like, he's a professional broadcaster.
Table.
But it's cool, isn't? Is
Thank
that
you.
yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a lot of products, so you have a little like line of things that you.
Yeah. Well,
Can I
don't
put
really
one
sell
of my
coasters.
things on your table to sell? Let's just see how they do.
Well,
It's like QVC, Andy.
Oh God, just plug it.
I think Andy thinks that Adam is like actively like, call in now and you can buy one of these coasters.
Yeah. No, there's no way this was live, right?
No, because they reference when it will be released. It was recorded like a day earlier or something.
This is one you can't go live with.
No, yeah.
Busters.
you could use a coaster. That's why they're there. You brought it up. I wasn't going to say anything.
That's fucking hilarious. He wasn't using the coaster the entire time.
Do you respect wood, Andy?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So now you're in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Just trying to get him back on track. The whole time, I think you'll probably notice it in most of the clips, where the whole time it's Adam just trying to finish the question he was asking
Yeah.
for an hour.
This is like what Rogan was like interviewing Trump.
No. The Oval Office. Let's get back to it, Andy.
Please, what was your first day like? Love of God. It's not even a political question. Next we got Adam's getting annoyed.
Yeah, so now Adam's patience is, we've seen him be tremendously patient. It's starting to wear thin about a half hour into this.
And especially you, I mean, you're a bit of a Peter Pan type, I would say.
Wow.
There's a syndrome,
Yeah.
All right. So you had a sexual addiction, you think?
Yeah.
When you were younger.
The Peter Pan reference is so funny because, women played Peter Pan.
He sounds like Will Ferrell in Old School when he gets shot with the dart.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You're crazy, man.
You're crazy. Andy Dick's usually like, ha.
Yeah, I miss that guy.
Yeah, where'd he go?
and men did too. Like it was like, you know,
it was kind of the first
pansexual.
Oh,
I got chills.
yeah.
Adam trying to go along with this terrible bit.
Pansexual. Does pan mean everything, or
Can you look it up,
we
Adam?
got to look up pan?
Adam, just look
Sexual.
up the word pan, and also.
Oh, I got a crew in there. They'll put it on.
No,
my
not
screen.
you, Adam. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
I'm
I'm
going to say
telling you.
Carbone. Adam Carbone. So remember, there's two Adams, but Carbone.
This, by the way, comes up every time. I guess Andy's assistant is also named Adam. Adam Carolla was able to deduce that pretty quickly. He's like, yeah, no, I got it.
I understand. Yes.
Andy mentions it, I don't know, 40, 50 times. Oh, it's crazy. Not you, Adam. There's actually another. He sounds like a Harry Callis, I think the Eagles broadcaster.
I'm a pansexual.
Touchdown, Adam Carbone.
Don't stare at us.
No, someone will put
You
on
don't
my
have your
thing
phone?
the prefix pan, quiet.
Oh yeah, you have a whole crew.
That's what
in
I was
there.
trying to explain. The
I'm
prefix pan means all, for everything. So I guess you're right. It is everyone can play Peter Pan from the Greek word pas, which means all. So you're right. Andy Dick is right. So you come here.
So you're a sex addict. Which I will say, Adam, we probably already have the answer to that one. I don't know if
We
you need to
understand.
get. Yeah.
Next, we have Risk. Shout out Risk.
What does that mean?
It is a band.
Boy, Craig has had some absolutely terrible interjections today.
I think they're pretty good.
Let's talk about Portnoy on SNL for 4
Hey.
minutes again.
I thought you understood what I was saying, and I was like, man, as I was speaking, I was like, this is going too long when the payoff is not good.
It was so crazy how long that took.
He was on a phone. The pre-filmed sketch.
It's like Craig. It took less time for Kirk and Jeff to describe the actual SNL movie, the full 2-hour film, than Craig describing 1 second on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, well, it went off the rails when I said something. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, fuck.
You know, you can't get a life insurance on somebody who's like a risk.
Yeah.
Adam's like, no shit. You would be impossible to insure. But Andy does clarify here.
Is sad.
Oh, they said you're a risk for suicide?
Yeah, you don't think that, I hope.
I don't. Why? Do you have ideations, as they say?
What is that?
Suicidal ideations. Have you ever attempted suicide?
No, nope.
So how do they label you that?
I guess because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And they are like, oh, that's how they are before they kill themselves.
So they wouldn't cover you.
This is dark.
He's like he's trying out for like to be on the latest Pirates of the Caribbean movie or something.
Before they kill themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone loses their minds.
Or yeah, he's going for the Joker role.
Who? I
The
already
insurance company.
Oh, no.
Oh, go back. Listen to Andy is going on and on. He brings up his insurance thing out of nowhere. And so Adam's like, all right, this seems like something you'll actually talk about. Let's get into that.
No.
That's how they are before they kill themselves.
So they wouldn't cover you.
Who? I
The
already
insurance company.
Oh, no.
Adam's like, who the fuck could I be talking about?
God, good for him. I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom or something.
Adam tries. He tries his best. He is a pro.
We will get to that.
Yeah.
Next, we have gifts.
Oh, then Andy brings in. It's just a guy who's like all fucked up, who's not reading the room correctly, and just thinks now is a good time to give Adam some gifts from his bag.
This could be good for your kid. Oh, the rocks are from the desert I live in.
Mm-hmm. You live in the desert.
Yeah, Hammett, remember?
I couldn't remember
That's
where you live.
me. This one's actually mine.
I got
That's
stuffed
me
animals.
and my friend Billy. Oh, I love you, Andy.
All right.
No, this guy's not a suicide risk at all.
This is like Kanye on Alex Jones's show.
Because he's black.
No, you got to cut that part out. That's
right.
not why.
All right, Andy. Let's.
I love you.
Okay, Carrot Top. Where's the maxi pack?
As we pointed out in the Carrot Top, why are you laughing? This is just so unfair to Carrot Top.
Yes, this is not what Carrot Top does. You're besmirching his good name.
All right, go on. Get back on the microphone. Let's continue.
I'm using props. This is for my director. Can you get that away from me?
All right, let's get back.
I'm supposed to.
Let's get back on track here. You don't have to bust it back.
At least give these to your children.
I will. They're 18 and a half, but
Adam has twins that are both in college.
He was
And then he's
gifted
like,
rocks.
give these to kids. Ooh."
He's sounding more and more like Buffalo Bill as this goes on. Wait. Wait. You gigantic fat person.
I think of that actor as Leland Stottlemyre from the TV show Monk. You think of him how you wish.
So Annie,
I don't have a headache.
you followed your dreams.
Yeah.
Put the pills in the basket.
Andy, so you're a sex addict. Still trying to ask the same question.
What was the Lincoln bedroom like?
Your first day in office.
This next one is Adam is patient, which that is true.
Boy, Andy Dick on Rogan would be great to see how, because they were they were on new. Well, they're not friends actually, as we'll hear later. But like they were both on news radio together, so that would be interesting to see how Rogan handled this. But
He'd be like, he would just blatantly call him out. Adam's trying to be very nice,
doing his best.
Yeah, Rogan would just be like, "What are you doing, man?"
Andy, enough with the gifts. All right, bro.
Because remember when fucking Harlan Williams?
Harlan
was
Williams?
doing
Yeah,
this?
Put the carrots down.
He's like, I gotta eat this every 29 minutes.
Yeah. Demetrius.
Celery stalks.
Was being a cast member on the Ben Stiller show, is that a good experience for you? Do you remember those days? Well, that's a kind of an
Give me
all-star
anything.
cast, right?
It's almost sitcomish. Like, this seems like a parody for Adam to be like, now tell me about the Ben Stiller show. You think you're getting through to this guy? Like, he's going to answer you at this point?
Let's talk about when you were a success.
All right, let's hear about Ben Stiller.
Turned into All Stars. It was a. I was thinking about it today.
Janine Garofalo was in there.
Right,
Who else was in there?
Bob Odenkirk.
All right.
Who really is doing well, except for his ball cancer.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I didn't hear about that, but
Wait, no, I think it's butt cancer. Or,
I didn't hear about that either. But
No.
anyway.
It's some kind. Oh, I remember. He got hepatitis. No.
All right.
Shit, I remember now. He got a cold.
Oh, okay.
But he's
So
fine
now
now.
this
boy.
guy-
He took Theraflu or whatever the fuck.
So
His-
back
That's
to
a guy, I will say, like, Andy Dick at his best, like, maybe could have made that funny, but it's just, like, he's so slow now that it drags it to the point where Adam's like, I don't think he has cancer. But and then by the time he gets to the punchline, he's like, so exhausted by it.
Right. He's like, dude, like rule of 3, remember?
Oh, that was
Not every disease ever.
it was a long journey to take to get to he had a cold. I mean, it feels very vaudevillian. Like actually, he has ball cancer, or was it a cold? I can't remember. Anyways, folks,
Does Odenkirk have cancer?
I don't think so. I hope not.
I hope not too. And if that's the way everyone found out, like, fuck you, Andy Dick.
I just got fucking cancer.
Wait.
I got a hepatitis. I didn't know.
all right, reel it in. Back to Ben Stiller.
Andy, the Ben Stiller Show. Are you a sex addict? Please.
All right,
It was madness.
quick Google search: Odenkirk cancer free.
Thank God. Whew. Let's hope he remains that way.
Imagine being like, the secret I have was exposed on a giant show by Andy Dick.
If Bob Odenkirk, for just some reason, confided in Andy Dick, yeah, I'm dying of testicular cancer.
I know he had a heart attack, but that's not
Right.
cancer.
Right.
Chaos is the next clip.
I think that could be all of these clips, but this is where it really gets nuts.
I don't know if you're still playing music. No,
I sing music.
you sing
And
music.
I do it all the time.
Right.
I can't play anything except.
All right, don't go for the bag. Let's get back to Ben Stiller's show.
For the love of God, Andy, stay out of the back.
Please stop.
Last time he pulled out rocks to give my children.
I can almost drink.
Slide whistle.
Yeah. He already fucking knew it. Did you bring it in?
All right, let's keep going.
Andy Dick does look like he would travel with a slide whistle.
Oh, for sure.
Well, one of the greatest Zach Amico lines was he said about Ian Fidance, who kind of has an Andy Dick vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said Ian Fidance looks like he has a talking mouse in his pocket at all times.
Going.
Come on, I need
Keep it going. Come on, over here. Come on.
Where's the
no?
slide
They're
whistle?
working. They're filming. They're filming your doc. Let's talk about your doc. When is this doc coming out? And get on the microphone.
I'm right here. It's ask him.
When? What is it? It's called The Sad Little Clown. Sorry, Sad Little Angel Clown.
Oh boy.
Terrible title.
Do you have a place to sell them?
Who that cries
That
because
cries.
they were messing up.
The sad little angel clown that cries. Is the name of the doc.
Very wordy, Andy. If I could give you a note.
Every headline posted online will be cut off. It's too long.
Sadly, they'll get tired by the time they're done saying it. They're like, "What? Just Andy Dick's documentary. Just go see it."
I'm kidding. It should just be called Dick.
All right, what do you want to do with it? Leave your bag alone.
Where's my slide whistle, Doe?
All right,
You
it's
need
not
to
here.
get off your fucking
not here.
director fat ass and
All right, Andy, come on, reel it in.
go out. to
Leave
the
him
car
alone.
and
You
So
No.
here's the point we're at in the show. This is later in the show, and I don't know this, but Andy has like I think Adam might bring it up later, but Andy has like some kind of tin water bottle or something that he keeps drinking out of.
Mhm.
You can't see what's in it. So just to put it that way, the second half of the show is more like this than the first half. If you know
Who
what
wants
I'm
a
saying.
slide whistle in here? Now,
Well, obviously
for
you don't.
I don't.
Well,
Now,
I'll
all right,
I'll do one
I will
thing
not
and then I'll
talk about your
go.
doc then. Are we talking about your doc?
Talk to him. But you know, can you bring him? Can you?
No, don't go anywhere.
Adam's
Don't.
he's like trying to parent this guy now.
I need to promote you, please.
No more promotion, Andy, until you finish your vegetables.
Couple stories
Yeah,
for
no
now.
shit.
I guess no one wants dessert. All right, will you focus?
He's doing the airplane with promotion on the spoon.
Where can people find you?
Starts jiggling his keys.
I
Andy,
want,
over here.
Over here, look over here, buddy.
I want to keep going with Ben Stiller then, if that's your thing.
This is, by the way, like 15 minutes later.
I know.
Trying to get back to this Ben Stiller question.
Tell me about Lincoln's son.
How was Janine Garofalo on set? God damn it.
Adam,
I never thought I'd have to yell that.
Or Adam Carbone has some
Carbone.
stories.
How old were you when you met? So he sees you in Odenkirk. Let's get back to it. Let's keep it on track.
You're infatuated with Adam and Bob and Janine. There was only four.
He is Adam.
Mhm,
Mhm.
Almost left me
mhm, mhm.
sad.
And that
Just
was
like,
that the
just
whole
like my
cast?
parents did.
And would Ben
Well,
write most of the
oh,
stuff?
I thought you said it was like the whole band. Yeah, that was the band.
Adam just shotgunning questions at him.
So would Ben write it or
The writers. Meanwhile, Andy's going, "You're obsessed with." Adam's like, "Yes, I am obsessed with it. Give me an answer.
he starts singing Mariah Carey songs?
Did you order the code red, Andy?"
Why are you so obsessed with me?
This would have been great if Nicholson played it like this in A Few Good Men.
I'd have been like, oh fuck.
I have a bag of puppets. This is an interesting choice.
Next we have paying bills.
Oh, this is terrifying. And you can tell Adam wants an answer for this. This is like if you're looking for something to come out of this interview, this is the only like piece of information that actually came out, because you can tell Adam like really wants him to answer this, and Andy won't do it. But this is him talking about his financial situation.
Oh, look, I can do it. Want to do a show? Look, wait, hang on a minute. Oh, look who came up. My name's Dino Stamatopoulos.
All right, listen.
I'm a dinosaur.
All right, now listen.
I'm a dinosaur.
Doing a hand move there. All right, Andy, let's be coherent.
Right now, the dynamic here is Adam to Andy Dick is Craig with his sexual partners. He's like, come on, let's focus here. We're here to do a job.
That's not.
Where am I wrong? Did he get up and leave? Was he so offended by that joke that he has left? Why is it taking him so long to plug his headphones back in?
I was trying to do it without looking. And I was trying to be really cool about it.
Oh, man. You'd be like a watch guy if you could pull that off.
Yeah, no dials.
Let's not be a weirdo.
Yeah.
You are not getting paid to do TV shows or movies.
Oh,
Needs
God.
to get paid.
Right. Did you invest in an apartment building and you have passive income? Did you?
Nothing.
There's
So you
zero
can
money
keep it.
coming in.
Why do I need money again? I don't understand your
we
question.
can explore why you need money, but let's just say food and electricity and
But
transportation.
you said you were going to get me food today,
right,
and
but
you did.
But I am curious.
Like a homeless person.
That sucks.
Andy just came in for a hot meal at the Adam Carolla studios.
This is like when me and HACKRIDE we interviewed David Lieb Hart when you were gone.
Yes,
one
I
week,
remember that. Yeah.
And HACKRIDE paid him in Nature Valley bars.
Oh, no.
That's all he wanted.
Well, this is America's sweetheart, Andy Dick. He shouldn't be living like this.
How is it that you're able to
You're
pay your
still
bills?
on the bi-curious thing?
I'm curious, Andy.
He's
Bi-curious.
not. He's not. He just said curious, and Andy's like, you're still on the buy. He's trying to shoehorn this joke in.
It's like it's what I was just gonna say. He just goes, "Yeah, we heard the joke."
Adam's like, you don't have any money, Andy. Answer me.
Is it that you're able to
You're
pay your
still
bills?
on the bi-curious thing?
I'm curious, Andy.
Bi-curious.
All right, we heard that joke. It was funny,
It's not.
but now it's
It was
different-
funny.
Yeah, but
But now it's a different time.
what is your curiosity?
I wish you could be honest with me.
Have you seen? I am honest. Have
here's
you
what I
seen
think.
that
Hold on.
cabinet of curiosities?
I think people
Guillermo,
listening,
Guillermo,
I think people who are
he's-
listening
yeah.
would be curious how Andy Dick paid his bills in 2024.
You're looking at it exactly what I'm doing now. It's like you're not understanding me. I don't need to pay for my bills because boy, don't have no bills.
So does somebody
I go
pay
into
them
my
for
own white
you?
man rap.
Does somebody pay?
So, like, what comes? I think he's like living off of his ex-wife and kids or something. Like, I don't know. It seems like he's a vagrant. Like he's just like living off of other people. I don't really know what he's doing, and he gets very upset with this. Like he kind of Adam keeps trying to. You can tell Adam like feels bad, but he's trying to like get an answer out of him so he understands his plight more.
We got a super chat here from Holly Beesk. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. $10. Who is more difficult to interview for Adam, Steve-O or Andy Dick?
You know what? I think Steve-O's name came up in this interview. I can't remember.
Was he having flashbacks?
Yeah.
And Dang Lizard gifted one Blind Mike Project membership.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
One, you cheap fuck.
Looking at your editors.
Right. So you and Phil were best friends. You're
Yeah,
working on news radio.
Yeah, he was so fucking cool. He was the only one, the only two people besides me that were smoking pot on this, which I just did, by the
Oh,
way,
this is about Rogan, right?
on the set
Yeah.
of News Radio.
This is so. Hold on. He's talking about Phil Hartman, and this comes out of nowhere because anytime I've heard Andy Dick get brought up on Rogan, I've heard Rogan say like nice things about him. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he doesn't really trash people unless he's done with them.
Yeah, so this came out of nowhere. I don't know. I don't know if Andy's in the right state of mind or Rogan really was an asshole to him, but I don't know. This is an interesting story, I guess.
It was me and Candy Alexander who went on to do CSI Miami.
Wasn't Joe smoking back then?
Nope. And he was getting down on it.
He was getting down on it for smoking? I thought he liked smoking pot.
Oh, he loved this.
I think that actually lines up because I think he did it later in life.
Oh,
Rogan.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because this is I want them to know what's going on now. This is one of his rivals, dude. And this is why I want to fucking up him up.
What?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not totally. But Joe wasn't down with the weed back then?
Back then is the operative 2 words.
No, okay.
Yeah,
But
Phil, in fact, he was shitting on me in front of studio execs when we're at the NBC table for the table read, and the execs were there. He'd be like, "He's high right now."
Really?
Who cares if I was?
But Phil,
Now he's a big fucking pot smoking. Can I say faggot on your show, or you can cut that
you
out?
can say whatever you want.
So,
Adam's like, I'm not pulling the reins back on that. At this point, what's the difference?
He's pot smoking. That was actually pretty funny.
Say whatever you want.
That was actually funny.
It was at the end of the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, I don't know, like, if that's true, which it's hard to take Andy at face value, but if that's true, that is kind of shitty of Rogan. But there is, I remember in a couple specials ago from Pete Davidson, he had a bit about how Louis got him in trouble with Lorne Michaels.
Yeah.
And I guess Louis was like, he's high and like, he's all fucked up. Like, I can't work with him, that type of thing. And like Pete Davidson's telling this story. Like, can you believe that? It's like, you're high at work. Like, if you're like this at work, you know what I mean? Like, maybe Pete in his mind wasn't that fucked up, but it was obviously like noticeable. So you were a fucking problem, you know?
Can you tell me one memorable Pete Davidson SNL clip?
I could not. No.
Yeah, it's because he was probably high and they were all sucked.
So Louis might have been onto something.
Yeah. Is it like a narc rap move? Sure. Was he correct? Sure.
Right. Well, also like Louis might have been trying to get him help at the time, but whatever.
True. This is the last clip, and it's Adam's had it.
Yeah. So this is like Adam's like, all right, let's wrap this. Let's put a bow on this, whatever this is.
you're the one with the crack team of fucking.
Yeah, you're the one with the crack.
Can you stop? I'm not doing crack. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you really think I'm doing crack?
No, but you seem, altered a little.
Because I smoked pot.
What do you do? What do you do? You do pot? Any alcohol? Got something in the cup there?
Oh, from my Elon Musk Starbucks?
No. Alcohol?
Wait, does Elon makes the Starbucks company?
He does?
Well, I'm asking you.
No, I don't think so.
Well, who makes Starbucks?
This is a guy. This is what you say as you're like putting your friend into bed. You're like, no, yes, buddy. Elon makes Starbucks. Very good.
This is Andy Dick's way of being like, hopefully he forgets what he asked me.
Guy's
People?
name. No.
Well, why is it black?
Yeah, I don't know. All right. What else did Wesley Euro?
He tries to get back into questions. Yeah. So shortly after that, Adam's just like, all right, Andy, good to see you. It's been a pleasure. Probably the last time we'll ever see each other. But yeah, I don't know. That it stood out to me. Andy Dick in general is a train wreck. I think that's kind of his whole thing. But that seemed above and beyond even his norm, Yep.
And really quick here, Darth Nugs gifted one Blind Mike Project membership. And Charlotte Prolific, $5. While entertaining, I disagree with going forward on a non-sober interviewee. I think Adam should have canceled the interview.
It's
kind of
it's Andy Dick.
Yeah.
Like what? Like I get what you're saying, but like, are people gonna be like, "What? Andy Dick was fucked up"?
Actually, yeah. Rodrigo
know?
in the chat says he sounds like he took 3 Xanax bars. He did throw pill bottles into the bag earlier.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's also like, I mean, Andy's an adult, you know, like,
Yeah, I mean, it's on him.
he has people with him filming him. Like, I don't know. There's only so much help you can give a human being.
It was referenced earlier, but the Steve-O one was also different because he looked like he was going to kill himself.
I will say this in Carolla's defense also. It gets worse as it goes on.
Yeah.
So I guess the argument would be more like maybe Adam shouldn't have released it. But like at first, the voice is jarring, but he doesn't seem fucked up. And then towards the end, it seems like he's like shit-faced. Right. So I do think maybe he was drinking during it or something, because that's not just based on his behavior.
Yeah, he's fucked. He's so fucked.
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.